92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
We've been doing these second date updates for a while now, and we've heard a lot of creative excuses to get out of a date. I have an excuse that I like to use when I'm on a date, so I don't hurt the other person's feelings, but if I know it's not going well and I want to leave, I always use the same excuse. I look at them and go, I don't like you, and I want this to be over.
That's not an excuse.
And it seems to work every time, and so I think I'm doing it right. But not everybody is as smooth as I am.
Yeah.
Sensitive.
Look at you, smooth operator.
And Lisa, who's on the phone today to do a second date update, believes that somebody used an excuse to get out of a date with her. Lisa, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thanks, Jubal. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Thank you for asking. So the guy that you met today, you met him online?
Yes, on a dating site.
What did you do when you went out on your date?
We just met at a bar. Kept it simple.
When you saw him for the first time, what did you feel?
Well, here's the thing. There was a little bit of a snag before I met him because I knew that I was kind of going into it without being 100% truthful because I used an old photo on my profile.
Oh.
How old are we talking?
It was 8 years old.
Wow.
But I was honest about my age.
Okay. You just weren't honest with your picture.
Well, I felt really guilty after that, and I realized that I hadn't told him, and we were going out that night.
But you weren't honest about your picture. Why use a picture from 8 years ago as your dating profile photo?
It's a really good picture. Sometimes I'm not that photogenic, and it's really great, and I feel like it captures my personality.
Are you much different now than you were 8 years ago?
No, I mean, that's the other thing. I don't think I'm that different, but, I don't know.
8 years
Maybe.
is a long time, though. Yeah. We all have pictures that we really like and hold on to. You don't have, one that's maybe from, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just the one I used.
All right.
I mean, I had a profile up a few years ago, and...
So you came clean about it to him?
Yeah, before we went out, it was about half an hour before meeting up. I texted him, and I said, hey, you can totally cancel if you want to, but I just want to be honest with you. The photo I used is 8 years old.
Did he ask for an updated picture to send to him or anything?
No, because it was right before. It was literally half an hour before we were meeting. He texted back. He's like, hey, don't worry about it. It's totally okay.
Yeah, because he was actually driving to the destination.
Yeah.
You should have probably, I don't know. You should. I would think you would want to tell him a day or two before.
I know. I didn't give him much of a leeway, but...
Did you do that on purpose, Lisa?
No, honestly, I just...
Lisa.
That is really...
forgot.
Lisa, are you lying to me? Did you do that on purpose?
No, I swear to you I'm not.
Okay.
I was thinking oh my God, I really like this guy, and I was crap, and he doesn't have the right picture of me, and now he's going to hate me. But he was like, no, that's cool, whatever.
Have you been online dating for a little while?
Oh, yeah, a couple of months.
Have other people been shocked when they saw you in person compared to your profile photo?
Well, nobody would, I don't think anybody would, except for Jubal maybe, would really do that, would be like, what,
Just sit down, you're not who I thought you were.
I know, you're ugly, I gotta go.
So your email said that you think he used an excuse to get out of your date.
We were having a great time, and he seemed a little bit nervous at first, but after a while, he got a phone call, and he said he had to go, and his excuse was, I have to go help my grandma get groceries.
No.
What?
Yeah, it's totally lame, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a made-up excuse.
Yeah.
What did you say to him?
Well, what could I say? It was just okay, I was a good sport about it, but I don't know, maybe it is true, but it sounds lame.
Yeah, what if his grandma really does need groceries, and you're like, I don't care, let her starve.
Oh,
you stay here.
Anyway, it's been over a week, and I haven't heard from him, and I'm really hoping it's not the picture thing.
I guess I didn't ask you how the actual date went. Was everything enjoyable?
I thought it was good. Like I said, he seemed a little nervous at first. Maybe it's because he was like, oh, my God, what's she going to look like? But
yeah.
No, it seemed normal and cool. And, there's always a little bit of adjustment when you're like, oh, hi, here's the real you. But I thought we were connecting.
So no awkward moments where you think that he got turned off, and he didn't seem to be turned off by the fact that your picture was 8 years younger than you actually are.
Well, I don't know. Maybe that is what happened. Like I said, people don't show up and be like, oh, you're not as attractive as I thought you were going to be. They just, right? You're kind of polite.
But I think we can all agree that we're pretty sure that his grandma needs help with her groceries as an excuse to get out of the date.
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, we're going to play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Great, thanks.
You're welcome. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Lisa is on the phone, and she wants to call a guy named Nick. They met online. Her picture that she uses online is actually 8 years old. So she thinks that might be part of the problem. But she did come clean right before their date and said, hey, just so you know, when I show up, I'm going to look 8 years older. He seemed to not have a problem with that, but she does think that he used an excuse to get out of the date because at some point he got a phone call and then said his grandma needs help with her groceries, so he had to leave. Right. And she hasn't heard anything from him since. Lisa, you know what I think your problem is?
What?
I think you need to start dating men.
Oh, you think he's a little boy?
A little grandma's boy. So if his grandma's calling, he's going to get groceries for her. You really want to be with a guy like that? Like, look at me. I haven't talked to my grandma in like 10 years.
That's not something to brag about.
I am a good grandson.
So bad.
You know, I thought you meant be a man and not make a lame excuse like that.
Yeah.
No. I was saying,
wrong.
don't let your grandma run
man
you.
up.
You know what I mean? Like, he's got to own that relationship with his grandma. All right, well, we're about to dial the phone number right now, get him on the phone, and find out why he's not calling you back, and if, in fact, that was an excuse to get out of your date, okay?
All right, awesome.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Nick, please?
Yeah, this is me.
Hey, Nick, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From what?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show?
Okay. Well, what do I got to say? What do I got to do?
You don't have to say or do anything. I just have a few questions for you about a date you recently went on.
Okay.
Here's how it works. One of our listeners emailed us to call you. You recently went out with a girl named Lisa, okay?
Right.
And Lisa is wondering why you're not calling her back.
Okay. So, what do I just tell you what happened, or?
That would be the goal. If you just want to straight up just tell me, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it just didn't work out.
Well, is there a specific reason?
Not too much. I mean,
There was way too much hesitation. There's definitely a reason.
well, no, I mean, she just, listen, when you go out with somebody, have something in mind, and if they're not it, then you move on.
I like how your voice just gets higher.
I'm just saying, I mean, not everybody's for everybody. Why waste time if they're not for you? That's all.
Nick, let me ask you a question. She told us that she had a profile picture on the dating website that was 8 years younger than she is. Does she look a lot different now, and is that why you don't want to call her back?
I wouldn't say a lot different, but somewhat different.
Like different enough to where you found her unattractive when you saw her?
I don't know. I wouldn't say unattractive, but it's just I'm just particular, and she wasn't my type exactly. So I'm just looking for Miss Perfect, and she wasn't it. That's all.
Miss Perfect. What is Miss Perfect?
Isn't that what everybody wants? Miss Perfect for them,
I want Miss Willing. That's what I'm usually going for.
Or Miss Damaged Goods.
Or just Miss has a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I guess I just have high standards. I don't know.
All right. Are you one of... Okay, I got a friend like you. You're one of those I only date perfect 10 model type guys, aren't you?
No, I mean, not maybe to other people's standards, but to my standards, they have to have certain features or attributes that I like.
So it was all just like a looks thing. Like her looks didn't meet what you expected and what you like.
Look, I'm just saying, I've been on a lot of dates. I've dated a lot of people here and back home, and just, I guess I always find something wrong with each of them,
What do you find wrong, though? Like, her cuticles were a little, too white. Are you that picky?
Well, if I notice that, sure, that could be something. But
For real?
No, but it's usually bigger than that. Like, this one girl had, really big gums. You know, you ever see that when
Yeah.
they smile, they're like very gummy, and that's just
Nick, I'm with you. I'm with you on the big gums thing. It is distracting.
Yeah, like horse gums.
Yeah.
You guys are so shallow.
It's true though.
What?
Brooke, do you want to date a dude with huge gums?
I don't know that I've ever even noticed gums.
you know, obviously you're looking at their face most of the time, but you know, you gaze and you look down and you see the, you know, the boobs and stuff. Can I say boobs and stuff?
Yeah,
you can
sure,
say
you can
boobs.
say that. Absolutely.
Well, that was one problem with this girl. They were just kind of like weirdly shaped or something. I just couldn't.
Are we
you know, I
are we
didn't want-
talking about a former date of yours, or are we talking about Lisa?
Oh no, a former date. Yeah,
Okay.
no, not like you know.
Okay.
We're just going through a list of everything wrong
All right.
with every woman that he's ever dated.
I'm just giving examples of why I'm picky. That's all. I mean,
All right, big gums, weird looking boobs, things like that turn you
if
off.
they look like that, then you know, who knows what they look like when it's off. You know.
Okay.
So what was the thing that turned
Oh
you
my
off
God.
about Lisa?
Well, she had like really, like the nose part was fine, but like the nostrils were kind of small.
What?
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
No.
they're just like tiny.
Her nostrils are too small for her nose.
Yeah, like the holes part.
Yeah, I know what a nostril is. I'm just trying to picture a big
No, I know,
nose
but,
with
like,
little.
They were just like really small, and like it looked kind of odd. It didn't look like that in the picture, which was surprising.
Dude, you've got to be kidding me. Are you being serious that small nostrils are a deal breaker for you?
Look, when you're talking to somebody for an hour and all you can focus on is the nostrils, there's a problem.
But you
And
know,
that's why I couldn't take it anymore.
you probably have a lot of your own imperfections too, right?
I'm not saying I don't, but for me, why should I settle if that's not who I
You
wanna
have
be with?
you have to be one of the most picky dudes I've ever talked to.
Yeah, dude.
And
I know. Everybody says that to me, but that's who I am.
You're
hey,
honest.
hey,
Maybe
listen,
that's
look,
why I'm single, but what do you want?
it definitely is why you're single. I'm going to tell you that right now. But you know, I would love to find out if Lisa has had any work done to her nostrils to make them smaller. Wouldn't you like to find that out, Nick?
No, that's all right. I don't really care. I mean, you know, it didn't work out, so it doesn't matter. I'm moving on.
Well, it's too bad because she's actually on the other line listening.
What?
Seriously? My nostrils are too small?
What are you guys doing to me? What have you ambush people like this?
Yeah, it's kind of the point of the whole segment. So anyway,
Moving
I
on.
didn't agree to this.
I know you didn't, but Lisa did, and now she's on the phone. So you might as well talk to her about her small nostrils.
I'm here. Like, what kind of freaky thing is that? I could see if your nostrils were too big, but
Look, it's just my thing. I don't know what to tell you. I'm picky. That's all. I don't know if you heard that part, but I'm just very.
I mean, we have all this stuff in common, and now you're saying it's because of my nostrils? My nostrils are normal.
No, they're not.
Oh my god.
Really?
I'm sorry, they're not. I've seen a lot of nostrils, and they're on the smaller side.
I see at least a dozen nostrils a day, and apparently
my
yours don't
God.
stack up, Lisa.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what anybody else thinks about them. I know I'm picky, and there were some very nice qualities you had, and we had some nice conversation. But for me, just me, like I said, I'm picky. They were just too small, and it was distracting. I'm sorry.
Nick, how do you expect to find the perfect woman with, like, every single thing on her face being perfect? I mean, you're not exactly Mr. Hottie. You know, you're cute. So what are you thinking?
Look, if I have to be single for the rest of my life because I can't find the perfect person for me, then I'll be single, and I'm okay with that. But I'm going to keep trying. That's all.
All right.
Wow, that's dedication.
Well, I have to do this no matter what because it is a second date update. Nick, would you like to go out on a second date with Lisa? We will pay
Oh,
for
my
it.
God. No.
It's not a match. It's not going to work.
Both of you guys said, did I hear both of you guys say no to a second date at the same time?
Yes.
Look at that. We're on
Look,
the
you
same
guys
page.
have more in common than you think.
The only thing, apparently.
All right, Lisa. Well, I'm sorry that we couldn't make that happen for you.
Okay, thanks.
And Nick, I'll keep an eye out for girls with giant nostrils, okay?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
My deal breaker, whenever I meet a girl, perfect teeth. Hate it.
Why?
Hate them. Just a turn off to me.
You like a little snaggle in there?
I like that girl to just be screwed up. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. Lots of text messages coming in about the second date update. The guy didn't want to call the girl back because he said her nostrils were too small.
Which is so picky. It's ridiculous. I can't believe how many text messages are coming in commenting on his man unit, though.
Yeah, we got a text message about her nostrils. Says, one of my coworkers has slits for nostrils. It's really distracting, and I can't stop looking at them when I talk to her. So apparently it bothers some people.
Honestly, I can't stop looking at your guys' nostrils now. This is weird.
Just judging everybody's nostrils.
I will say, my husband's nostrils are exceptionally large, and it's sometimes distracting. And I think it's from a long life of picking your nose.
I've never paid enough attention to nostrils, I guess. I guess I should start. If you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, Brooke and Jubal at moving925.com. We will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
A listener named Amy is on the phone for a second date update today, and her email had the subject line, date backfired, which means one of three things. Somebody farted, or two, somebody's car needs to be tuned up because it backfired a few times, or three, I said three things, but I only had two things. I'm out. We'll just go to Amy and find out what happened. Hey, Amy, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. So your email said that your date backfired. We'll get to that in a second. First, tell us about the guy you want to call. What's his name?
His name is Jay.
Where'd you meet him?
I met him online, and it just seemed like we had a lot in common. I thought he was cute and good sense of humor. And, you know, I've been doing this online dating thing for like over a year, and it's getting kind of stale. You know, I'm ready to meet somebody nice.
So you don't have to meet weirdos online anymore?
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah, so I thought this sounded promising. So Jay and I decided to meet up, and I wanted to make it more fun than usual, just like the average kind of date. So I asked him before we meet, just let me be in charge of the date.
Oh.
And
Okay.
yeah.
I like that. Was he into a woman that's in charge?
Yeah, he seemed fine with it. I told him it's a surprise. I'm not going to tell you what we're doing until we meet.
I know if it was me, I'd be like, sweet, I don't have to do any work. This is
Yeah.
great.
This is awesome.
So what'd you plan for your date?
Well, it's called the Lost and Found Couples Challenge.
Oh, no. What is it?
Well, I thought it would be really fun. You know, we met at a park, and what you do is you turn your backs to each other, and then you each walk away for 15 minutes, and then you turn around and walk back, and then you tell each other everything that you saw on your walk. Like you go have a drink or coffee, and then...
So you just go on a 15-minute walk and then come back and tell your date about it?
Yeah, and the fun part of it is...
Okay, good. I'm glad there's a fun part because I was looking for it. And I didn't hear it yet.
No, it is. It's fun. You can't text each other. That's cheating. You can't text and say, hey, where are you? You know, you just have to find each other. So, you know, you take a little different path and then you come back and meet up and find each other. That's the way it's supposed to work.
It sounds like, it sounds like it's something that like couples should do that have been together for a long time and need something new to talk about and can actually...
I don't know. I think it's more like a get-to-know-you kind of thing. I mean, I thought it was a really fun idea.
Yeah, and I was like, you planning it took the work away from him, and then you gave him a whole bunch more work on the date.
Well, at least it's unique, though.
It is unique. Did he seem to like it?
No.
All right.
Hence the backfire.
Oh, all right.
Oh, that's the
What
backfire.
happened?
Well, what happened was that I couldn't find him after the 15 minutes. I couldn't find him. We were supposed to meet up like in the general vicinity, and I just couldn't find him anywhere. So I started getting worried, but you know, I didn't want to ruin the game by texting him, so I gave him a little extra time. Mm-hmm. But then I really had to text him because I just couldn't find him.
Right? Oh. So did you find him finally? Was he lost and scared somewhere?
Well, no, no. He texted back, and we agreed to meet up at this nearby coffee shop. And so I went right over there, and I thought he would be there, but he wasn't there. And I was waiting for like a half hour and didn't see him.
So wait, did he never show up?
That's right. He wasn't there, so I texted him again, and I was like, where are you? And he said, well, I'm here. And I said, no, you're not. You know, like, I don't know if we went
he went to a different place or what, because he was like, no, you're not here. But I was at the place where we planned to meet.
That'd be frustrating to go on first of all, the date and then not be able to find each other and then not be able to find each other in a coffee shop.
Right, exactly.
Did you ever actually link up?
I said, well, are you coming over? Like, this is where I am. Are you
Right.
coming over? And he said, I've got something else I have to do. It would be better for me if we just reschedule. I've kind of put a lot of time into this. And so he was just not into it.
Sounds like it did backfire and it turned him off after trying to search for you for 2 hours or whatever.
But Amy, why do you want to go out with him again? He essentially stood you up on your date.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, I thought that actually it went pretty well for those few minutes that we did meet up. I mean, we liked each other, and I don't know what happened, but I think that we should give another try. I mean, it's not like something horrible happened. It's just, there was a misunderstanding. So, I still like him.
Okay.
I just want to see what happens.
Okay, and have you tried to get a hold of him since he said let's reschedule?
Yeah, I tried to get a hold of him, but he hasn't responded.
Okay, well, we'll play a song and then come back and call him and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Just make sure you're hanging out on the right phone. You don't go to a different phone. We can't find you. Just hold on 1 second, all right?
Okay.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Amy is on the phone, and Amy really knows how to spark romance on a date. She met this dude named Jay, and then they went to the park and walked in opposite directions.
Not together.
I mean,
Not
that's-
together, just they met at the park and then they left each other, and that was basically her date. Very romantic. Amy wanted to do something a little creative, so she did this lost and found couples challenge. You're supposed to walk 15 minutes in the opposite direction and then try to find each other again, but they never found each other. They even ended up at opposite coffee shops after an hour of searching for each other, and it seems like the dude just got frustrated and didn't want to see her again, but now she's not able to get a hold of him, so we're about to get him on the phone and find out if that is the reason why.
Amy, I'm all for creative dates, but did you not run this by any of your friends before you pulled the trigger?
I did, and I actually found this idea online, and I read that it's supposed to work great, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't work out great for you, but I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can get him on the phone, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Yep, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Jay.
Yeah?
Hey, what's up, Jay? How are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, what?
This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi.
Hey,
Why are you calling me?
it's a good question. I'm calling you because we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
An email about me?
Yes. I like this. I say something, you repeat it with a question mark. This is a fun game we're playing, Jay. Got an email about you from a girl named Amy that you went on a date with.
Amy that I went on a date with?
Yes. Yeah, and I got another one for you to repeat too, okay?
Jubal is the coolest guy
Yeah.
ever.
You're not calling her back and she's wondering why.
She contacted you because she's wondering why I'm not
Yes.
calling her back.
Oh my
That is
God,
exactly what happened. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. Jay, I'll explain because you're obviously confused. And that's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them after, people can email us to get that person on the phone and ask what happened. So Amy emailed us because she's tried to hit you up to go out again and you won't respond to her.
Oh.
He's trying not to ask a question right now.
Is there a reason why, Jay?
I mean, I don't really feel like sharing with Amy what, like,
That's good. You don't have to share it with Amy. You can share it with us.
well, I mean, you guys are probably going to wind up, like, telling her or something. And
Screw her.
No.
Oh my God.
I mean, yeah, we will tell her. That's why she wants to know. That's the whole deal.
She said that, she's been frustrated by online dating. She finally finds somebody that she's connected with, and then it doesn't work out. And that's a real bummer. You can understand that.
I mean, I do understand that. I just don't want to, like, say something that's going to get back to her and she's going to, like, get mad or anything.
Well, we can try to sugarcoat it for you.
And we already made fun of her date idea when she told us about the
Yeah, you guys walk in different directions.
So I'm not the only one that thought that was a dumb date idea.
Yeah.
I thought it sounded horrible.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah.
I do a lot of dumb dates, and I'm even on your on your side with that one.
Was that it? Was it just the whole concept of the date? And she also told us how you couldn't find each other either. That would be frustrating. That would make me want to leave.
Well, it wasn't just the concept of the date. Like, it's weird enough to just show up and have them be like, hi, okay, leave now. That was a little weird. But, I mean, at first, I was excited to meet her, so I was kind of cool with it. And then I started walking away, and after a minute or two, I was like, I don't really want to just walk for 15 minutes to turn around and walk back.
Yeah.
So there was a bar like a block away from where we had met up, and I kind of ducked in there to just grab a drink and hang out. And a couple of my buddies live like around the corner, and one of them had texted me to see what I was up to, and I'm like, hey man, you wouldn't believe this. I'm on a date with a chick, but I'm not on a date with her. I'm actually at this bar just hanging out for like the next half hour. So they were like, oh cool, we'll meet you over there.
Oh no.
And we had more than one drink, and then we had more than two drinks.
Oh, Jay.
All right, so since you didn't go on your walk and ended up getting drunk with your friends, she told us how she was trying to meet up with you at a coffee shop. Did you actually try to meet up with her?
Originally, when I went to go and get the drink, I had intended on meeting up with her back at the park, but then one of my buddies was like, it's happy hour getting free over at the strip club.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no.
Jay.
So we kind of slid over that way, and then she started texting me being like, where are you? And I didn't want to be like, hey, I kind of just got out of there. So I was like, I can't find you either. We should try this another time.
Jay, so you went on a date with a nice girl who put energy and effort into your date, and you ended up at the strip club?
With your bros?
Sounds like an awesome day.
Well, I don't know how much energy she put into the date. Like, the energy she put into the date was, hey, I found a thing that we can not do together and not get to know each other.
Well, that wasn't her intention. She was trying. Have you never screwed up a date before with a bad idea?
Well, I've screwed up a date with a bad idea, but I was in person to screw it up. I didn't leave to let it get screwed up away from me.
Why aren't you going out with her now? Why aren't you calling her back? She doesn't know.
Honestly, the next day, I just kind of felt really, really bad about the whole thing, and I don't know if I can look her in the eye again if we ever go out again.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of messed up, no matter how bad the date was, to be on a date and leave that date to go to the strip club with your bros. I know you didn't want us to tell her all of that, so I'm glad we didn't. But you did, because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
She's on the other line?
Yes, there you go, repeating my questions, my statements again. Yes, unless she hung up, Amy is still on the other line. Amy, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Hey.
Why didn't you just be honest with me? I mean, so you went to get drunk with your friends. I mean, you could have just told me that.
Well, I didn't intend to be, like, really rude to you. It just kind of snowballed, and then I felt bad about it, and I felt it would just be better to not continue. And honestly, I absolutely intended to come back and meet up with you after I had a drink, and I got caught up, and, I had a couple more drinks, and then a friend of mine texted me and was like,
Yeah, we heard the story.
Yeah, I heard the whole story. So is this supposed to make me feel better, just the idea that you wanted to hang out with me, you meant to meet up with me, you were going to, but you didn't? How am I supposed to feel about that?
well, I don't know, I guess kind of the same way that I'm supposed to feel about you wanted that idea to be a good first date idea.
Oh,
it is a good idea. It's supposed to go much better than that. It's just that you didn't follow the rules, that's all.
I will say,
It
Amy
sounds like
does
you had
have,
fun.
I mean, Amy does have a point, though. I mean, it is one of those things where it's not going to be fun unless both people really participate in it. Like, literally within 5 minutes of the date, you decided that going to drink by yourself was going to be more fun.
You know what, though? It is kind of a good idea because you're supposed to take a 15-minute walk and then see what happens. You started to take your walk, and then that led you on a path to a bar and then to a strip club in the middle of the day. So, actually, a lot can happen on this date.
I found a
Yeah, you should have joined back up with her and been like, check this out, and seen her reaction.
I mean, don't you feel bad knowing that I was walking around the park and the coffee shop looking for you for hours, and meanwhile, you were getting drunk with your friends and going to a strip club and throwing down singles?
This sounds like a fight that usually happens later in a relationship.
Yeah, it does.
Well, hey, look at it this way. All those things that you saw on that long walk around the park for hours is now a thing you can tell me about.
Oh, come on.
Oh, there you go.
Jay.
Now
That was
you both have your
rude.
stories. It's actually just kind of like it turned into a really, really long game of
Dude, that That
the
was
Lost and Found
rude.
Couples Challenge or whatever you called it, Amy. Would you guys like to get together and swap stories? Jay, we'll pay for a second date. Will you go out with Amy again?
Wait, hold on. I already know his whole story. I mean, he ruined it.
Yeah, but he doesn't know yours. Could be fun.
Come on, do you even want to go out with him, Amy? I'd be a lot more pissed if I were you.
I think that we should do it over again and do it the right way. And if he can play by the rules, then we'll give it another try.
Okay, so Jay, are you down to try it one more time? And no going to the strip club. Actually go walk for 15 minutes and come back.
Walk the opposite
Yeah.
direction.
I'd like to, but just with one little change. We meet up and use that time to talk about everything we've seen up to that point, like our lives and where we've been.
That's a regular date.
And we talk about those things.
Look, I'm not letting you off that easy. This is a fun game, and I want to try it again and do it right, and then we can talk about other things.
She has a point.
She really wants to do it, Jay. Will you give her another shot?
Amy, I feel bad about it, and I had a lot of fun chatting with you leading up to that first date, and I do want to really see what's up. So, yes.
Okay.
All right.
I can't decide if this is exciting or the start of a really unhealthy relationship.
Well, at least you guys are actually going out again. Jay, thank you for your time, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
All right. We'll get it all set up, and hopefully we can get an update from you.
All right.
All right. Take care, man. Amy, are you still there?
Yeah.
Amy, why are you going out with him again?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually not. I'm just going to schedule it, and he'll show up, and then I won't.
All right. So it is still a successful second date update. We'll take it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text in at 78592 that says, that sounds like a horrible idea for a date, but I kind of want to do it.
See?
Me too. If you missed it, we're talking about today's second date update. Amy wanted to call this dude named Jay. She planned the date, and she had an interesting idea. She wanted to walk 15 minutes in the opposite direction at a park and then turn back around and try to find each other so that you can share what you saw during your walk. But they got lost during the date and decided to try again another time. They never actually met back up after they started walking in different directions. We got Jay on the phone and found out that he didn't want to walk around. He thought the date idea was kind of weird, so he just went and got drunk with his friends at a bar, then ended up at a strip club a little while later, and then lied to Amy about it. Because the whole time they were like, I can't find you. Let's meet up at a coffee shop. And he never did, but he was actually with his buddies. She was upset that Jay didn't follow the rules and got drunk and went to a strip club instead. But she said she did want to see him again the right way.
I will say, though, he wins that game.
Why do you say?
Because he's got a way better story than she does.
Yeah.
Like, in
He
his
absolutely
time
does.
that he spent on the walk,
He
wow.
found strippers.
A
He
lot
saw-
happened.
He saw a lot more interesting things than she did.
I mean, she saw maybe a bird and a homeless person.
Well, Jay felt guilty and agreed to go on a second date and try it again. So looks like it might work out for them unless he does it one more time. Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back. And speaking of people not calling you back, maybe the insurance companies want to screw you out of some money and they're not calling you back. See how I did that? I tied that in perfectly. And that's why if you've been in a car accident and you need help getting money from the insurance companies, which you will need help because they don't want to just give you the cash, get a hold of my friends at The Advocates. It's advocateslaw.com, 206-512-3555. And they'll help you make sure you get all the money that you're owed from the insurance companies, whether it's for medical bills or repairs or anything like that. You need their help to get everything that you're owed. So it's 206-512-3555, online at advocateslaw.com. If you don't even think you need them, you might as well ask the question because a consultation is free and you don't pay anything unless you win. And also they've gotten over $100 million for their clients. So they know what they're doing. It's 206-512-3555, online advocateslaw.com.
Moving 92.5. Second date update.
You know, when you think of the most fun and romantic times to be dating,
Okay.
I think there's a few eras that definitely stand out. You know, like the 1950s with drive-in movies and sock hops.
Yeah, malt.
Milkshake counters, what were those called?
That's a malt
Like where
shop?
you sat
Yeah.
and you each had a straw?
Yeah, you splitting a shake.
That doesn't happen
Shake
anymore.
Shack? No, that's not it either.
But there's also the roaring 20s, too.
Wow.
With flapper girls and speakeasies. It was always a party. But
Dancing
probably
was lit.
the most romantic era was the Middle Ages.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
just taking that special lady to a book burning, going on a moonlit witch hunt, and while the smell of rotting flesh just wafts through the town, and then you lock lips as the crowd chants, "Burn her!"
Oh, that's so cute.
That was dark.
Would you like to burn the steak, my lady?
Wow, who are we going to decapitate tonight?
It gets me in the mood every time, I'll tell
all
you.
right.
And I'm not the only one, because there's another guy out there who knows just how romantic the Renaissance was. His name is Darren. He's on the phone with us right now
wizard.
for a second date update. What's up, Darren?
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Yeah.
I'm guessing, I'm going to go out on a limb here, that we're leading to you're a Ren Fair type of guy.
I mean, I don't know if I'm that type of guy, but I did actually go to a Renaissance fair for sure, and I had a blast.
I've been to a few. They're actually really fun, whether you're into it or not.
All people ever tell me about them is the turkey legs or whatever y'all eat.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have to buy one.
What's the name of the fair maiden that you took to the Renaissance
nice.
fair?
Yeah.
It was on a blind date. My buddy Troy was really digging on this girl, and so he asked me to be a wingman for him. And so
so it's like a group of you that went.
Yeah, there were 4 of us. And so I went, and I was with Melissa.
Okay.
And
Okay.
did you guys dress up for this? I mean, were you in full medieval garb?
Not full medieval garb. I don't have full medieval garb, but Troy bought us. I don't know if he was just being nice and probably showing off a little bit. But right when you enter, you can buy a few bits and pieces. And he bought us a hat, and he bought me a scarf with this arm guard. So we kind of looked the part for sure.
That's
Yeah.
good.
What kind of date activities do you do at a Renaissance fair? Like, do they have couples bloodletting?
No!
What do you do that's romantic there?
Bloodletting.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of what that era had.
No, mostly, the most entertaining part at the beginning was just sort of taking in all the people, just watching all the folks who did take it really seriously. I was so surprised at the number of folks who, they had an entire separate wardrobe, or maybe they walk around like this out in the world and I just have never seen them.
I feel like we're hearing a lot about the Renaissance Fair and not so much about Melissa. What did you feel? It's a blind date. You didn't know anything going in.
Well, we were having a blast. I felt like we were just laughing and having fun. It was just really easy.
Was there chemistry? Was there a romance?
I felt like there was. By the end of it, before we went to the jousting match, we were we would be walking and kind of rubbing elbows, and we were getting closer. And
In medieval times, that was practically sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you made
allowed.
babies back then.
Yeah.
She showed her elbows? What?
Yeah, she let me see her elbow. Right.
Burn her!
Yeah.
You're a witch!
Okay.
Well, that's good, though.
Were there any lowlights of the Renaissance fair, though?
She did confide that she was a volleyball player in college, and so I figured she was an athlete.
How is that a
Nice,
confession?
bro.
What do you mean confide?
Yeah.
Well, we watched this jousting where there were knights on horses, and it was tons of fun. And then they opened up this sort of participant jousting section where you had to stand on a log and you sort of poke each other with these foam tip lances. And
Okay.
so we jumped on the balance log and started goofing with each other with these lances. And she throttled me. She landed me a hit. It glanced off my shoulder and hit me in the neck, and I went down.
Oh, no.
Did she apologize?
She was laughing. Troy was laughing. His date was laughing. I just sort of played it off like everything was cool. But I don't know if it was the mead or the grog or whatever. But I jumped back on that log and I went after it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. You saw red.
Yeah, I just wanted to let her know that yes, you're an athlete, but I can play this game too.
Oh, so competitiveness. Okay.
I've been working with a lance for years, so I'm going to show you who's boss.
Is that fun?
I was having a good time. I was a little worried, and am a little worried that I might have taken that just a little too far.
I'm a man. I can't get beat by a woman. I mean, that's kind of like the vibe
It sounds
you're sending
like-
off right
But
now.
it's in keeping with the Renaissance theme.
Yeah.
So you're just in character. That's not showing who you really are.
Right. But I think that we had enough of a great time that I could put it back together. I mean, we like laughed and giggled almost the whole time. It was really fun.
How did the Renaissance Fair end between you two? Was there a kiss or a hug?
Ooh.
You know, there wasn't a kiss or a hug because we were in the sort of duo date moment, but we definitely left. I definitely left showing interest, and I asked for her number, and she seemed very eager to give it another run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what she has to say. We're going to play a song. We'll come back. We'll call the fair maiden Melissa for you, and we'll try and get you your second date update. All right, Darren?
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, hold on. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, we've got Darren on the phone. He recently wingmanned for his buddy at a Renaissance fair. Yeah. And his blind date there was a woman named Melissa. He says they had a great time together, checking out the medieval merch, drinking mead. But things got a little weird when they did some playful jousting using foam lances. Because Darren lost to Melissa in the first round, got knocked off his perch, so he was embarrassed and came back, went full Sir Galahad on his date.
What's that?
I think we know what that means.
It's famous night from the Renaissance time.
Galahad? Oh, never heard of it.
Okay, well.
Talk about Sir Arthur. That's what I'm talking about. Merlin, baby.
Okay, well, Darren knows who Sir Galahad was, and he channeled that and, basically beat the crap out of Melissa with the foam lance. So he's worried maybe he got a little too intense in the moment, and that could be the reason that she's been blowing him off. Is that right, Darren?
That is right, yeah. Pretty much recapped it pretty well.
He liked it all.
He's still laughing, thinking about
like
the memory
that.
of knocking her to the ground.
Well, and it was like, it sounds like you were kind of intimidated that she was a collegiate athlete to me. I mean, Alexis was a collegiate athlete on our show.
That's
I mean, do
true.
dudes get really competitive with you because they knew you'd...
I mean, if I was to get beat by a guy, though, I wouldn't stop till I can try to beat him. So I think you have a good chance of getting her back.
Oh, she just wants
so that she
vengeance.
can joust you again.
That's awesome.
Okay. Okay.
I love that.
Good.
Okay, well, let's give her a call and find out what the reason is. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Melissa?
Yeah.
Hi, Melissa. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. You have a second to talk with us?
I guess. This is strange.
Sorry, I know it's a little bit weird, but I'm here with my co-hosts, Brooke and Jose.
Hey.
And Alexis is here, too.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi. What is this about?
This is about a segment that we do called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can email our show and we'll reach out to your date for you to try and figure out the reason why they're ghosting.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
It doesn't.
I don't know. I don't know who would be calling you about me, but okay.
Well, the guy that emailed us, maybe you don't recognize him in his normal clothes, but maybe if he's wearing his night costume.
Oh, okay. It sounds familiar.
Okay.
It still sounds crazy, but it's...
Yeah, I'm talking about Darren.
Mm-hmm.
That you went to the Renaissance Fair with?
Yes, we did. We did that.
Okay. The reason that Darren reached out to us is because he says he had a great time hanging out with you, but afterwards you've been blowing him off, and he's not quite sure why.
Well, first of all, I think it's crazy that he's reaching out to get in touch with me. That is beyond. But I'm going to, I'm going to go along with this and say, yes, we had a good time. It was great.
Well, if you had a good time, how come you're not calling him back then?
Is it because he got a little too competitive when he was jousting you? I mean, he told us that you took him down and his little male ego got hurt, and so he got up and maybe got a little too competitive.
Yes, he did. He did get competitive. And I mean, I'm competitive too, so I definitely understand the spirit of retaliation.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay.
And I also understand how fragile the male ego is. So I let him win a couple, after that,
Oh, you let him win.
Oh, he didn't know
Yeah.
Oh, was that a turnoff? Was that why you don't like him?
No, I mean, I'm used to that. I'm a woman, so I'm used to
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yeah.
Like
For
that.
sure.
So it wasn't terrible. We laughed a lot. It was cool. But we were walking around and stuff, and he said something to me that threw me off.
Okay.
At the time, I didn't really know. So
I said to him that I had never been to a Renaissance festival, which I hadn't.
Okay.
He said that he had never been to a Renaissance festival, which I didn't find unusual because it's not like people go to those all the time. I don't know.
All right.
He said that he hadn't been to that type of festival, but he had been to a fairy festival.
A fairy festival?
Oh.
Like elves and fairies? Is that what you mean?
No, like furry, like
Oh,
you know, like
furry.
Furry,
Like
way,
furries.
way different.
Furry.
That's
Yeah.
not the same.
Oh my gosh.
I
know.
Furries where you dress up in the big animal costumes and they say it's not necessarily a sexual thing, but you...
It is,
But
though.
the romance happens.
Well, based on, okay, so I didn't know what that was, but I was just like, okay, I was just going to take that home because I like to Google things. So when I
Oh, God.
got home,
You're in for
So
I looked into it, like, what kind of festival is this? Thinking, like, well, maybe we could do that the next time,
Yeah.
I mean, you could.
So I looked it up, and I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
so I guess I don't need to tell y'all. You said it's like a festival for,
I think they call them conventions.
Orgies.
I don't know that they always are though, because I had a girlfriend
know.
stay at a hotel once that had a furry convention going on.
She hooked up with one, didn't she?
No, but there was like schedules for like nap time in the lobby where they would all go cuddle together. And she said when you would get in the elevator with them, they would all pack in together because they like to be really close and tight together.
I haven't heard of this. I don't.
Are
That's
you-
what my
think this
friend
is normal.
said.
Oh, really? Was it really your friend, quote unquote? I have
She was
this
on a
weird
work
friend
trip.
who's,
I swear.
and I just happen to know all the details about the convention from what she told me. Obviously, I didn't go.
I think it's fascinating.
Okay, but for you, Melissa,
But I've
the
heard
furry.
that it's not always sexual. That's what I'm saying.
But for you, Melissa,
well, what I read was quite sexual, and it was quite freaky and a little bit too freaky for me. And I'm like, if we go out, I don't want him trying to, put me in some...
Bunny
No.
rabbit.
You don't want to be a little panda bear?
No, I didn't want this to escalate into anything that I was not comfortable with, so I just decided that I wasn't going to call him back. That's all.
I'm sorry. I know that you don't like escalating things, but I have to escalate this conversation just a little bit and let you know Darren has actually been on the other line listening, and he heard everything that you said.
Why would y'all set me up like that?
I'm sorry.
It's part of the show.
He was desperate.
Darren, take off your giant squirrel head. Are you still there?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I am still here. I am.
Did you hear what Melissa said? Why she's freaked out?
I did. I'm like, I actually forgot that I even brought that up. It was like not even a thing for me. It was just like a silly little, wingman date kind of experience, similar to this like Ren Fair thing.
You wingmaned at a furry convention
Who are
too?
you hanging out with?
I think it's fine.
It was not pitched to me as a furry festival. It was pitched to me as like a animal costume thing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, honestly, like, I was curious, and there was some really interesting behaviors going on,
Yeah.
and I was just sort of a fly on the wall.
Melissa,
Oh, you watched.
Melissa, are you listening to him? I mean, I think it sounds like he went to this thing once. He wanted to see what it's about, check it out. I mean, I don't think he's going to put you in a puppy costume anytime soon.
Yeah, I could have overreacted. Google will have you doing that, though.
It's like...
Dude, you're right.
But, Darren, did you participate? I know you were a wingman, but did you participate in any of the extracurricular,
Oh, my God.
the adult stuff?
I get what you're asking, Melissa, and I'm so embarrassed that I have to answer this, but no, I did not participate. I watched some interesting stuff go on, but I did not do any of it.
Okay.
I think that it's cool, Melissa.
Don't you think just watching people do weird stuff is maybe worse
I mean,
than just participating?
Guys,
no, I don't.
Kink shame,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's wrong with just
Look,
bars?
okay.
I know people have to go to these places.
You do go to bars, but you're dressed like a squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People watching is okay, but,
That's
Yeah.
a little different, though.
At least he didn't wingman at BronyCon. Then it'd be a different story, maybe.
I'd still be okay with that.
Okay.
I don't even know what that is. What is BronyCon?
Don't Google anything anymore.
Oh,
I'm
man.
like, I can't believe that I'm letting you all let me know that I'm a square. This is terrible.
Well, hold on. Maybe we
Like, I don't know.
maybe we can round you out a little bit because we want to offer to send you on another date with Darren, and we'll pay for it. Doesn't have to be to any convention, maybe just a normal dinner date.
That might be a better, like, reset.
Yeah, you could start by wearing a wig, and then we'll build up to, like, more and more of a costume thing. Oh, Darren loves it.
There you go. He's gonna watch.
Okay, as long as he wears one, too.
Okay.
Oh, so that's a yes.
That is a yes.
Oh,
All right.
I think that's awesome.
Congratulations, Darren. You got your second date.
We did it. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Melissa, you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, you won't be disappointed until he takes off the giraffe costume.
Oh, my gosh.
You saying he's
A
overcompensating.
little bit.
Moving 92.5.
We have a girl named Meg on the phone for a second date today, and in her email, Meg said that after her date, she was super disappointed in herself.
Oh, man, Meg, don't be too hard on you.
Yeah, so before we go any further, Meg, I just want you to know the feeling is mutual. We're all super disappointed in you too, okay?
Oh, that's fair.
No, it's a good thing because there's nowhere else for you to go from here but up. Okay, so just remember, we couldn't possibly think less of you than we already do right now. So with that in mind, tell us about your date. Who's the guy you disappointed?
He doesn't speak for us.
Well, I met this guy named Sergey. I swiped right because I thought he was cute, and he ended up being cute in person, too.
Okay, so I see what you're saying, Jeffrey. She is at the bottom.
Yeah.
She's hit rock
you
bottom.
gotta give her a chance.
I mean, obviously, things are bad, Meg.
Yeah, but I'm still just really confused.
Okay, so wait, can we start with the disappointment or do we get to the disappointment? Where does that come in?
Yeah, let's get to the disappointment. Why
Okay.
don't you start at the beginning and tell us a little bit about what you and Sergey did?
So when we talked on the phone, we learned that we both love to travel, and
Shocking.
he's gone to a bunch of places that I have on my bucket list, like Machu Picchu, and I decided that instead of going to, a normal, boring sit-down dinner, it'd be kind of fun to experience other cultures together and try street food from around the world.
Okay,
Oh, cool.
so you booked 2 one-way tickets around the world and set off on your adventure.
No.
We went across the globe, and we started with South America. Had some carne batata kebab from Peru and some chorizo sausage.
Oh, so you planned out meals from around the world by finding different restaurants where you could go get appetizers, essentially.
Exactly. It's like a little snack walk.
Oh man,
that.
my heart is already full. If someone took me on a snack walk, that sounds amazing, doesn't it?
Well, it was going really well, but I should have stuck with South America, I guess, because I decided to take us to a French spot, and I insisted that he try some street quiche. And
Street quiche. I don't know that that's a thing.
What does that sound like? Illegal.
So, street quiche, are these actual restaurants or are these carts that you're finding on the side of the road?
No, they're food trucks.
Oh, you're at food trucks. Okay.
Yeah, you're walking up off the street, but street quiche will get you.
What?
Yeah, it's written right there on the side of the truck. It'll get you.
15 minutes after he had the street quiche, he was just in really bad shape. He was heaving.
Oh.
And just sweating. It was really scary. So I took him to urgent care, and I felt terrible because of this stupid street quiche. And so the nice thing was that our conversation was a little bit surfacey at the food trucks, but in the waiting room, he opened up a little bit.
That's nice.
In between heaves and cold sweats, he's opening up to you?
See, that's the secret to getting a guy to open up to you. Put him in the hospital, and he'll tell you exactly what you want to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Get him vulnerable.
He was crying to you, is what it sounds like. What did he tell you about? What'd you talk about?
Oh, we just talked a little bit about our families and where we grew up, and we tried to not talk about food.
Good.
So, obviously, I cut it short because he wasn't feeling well. I stayed until he saw the doctor, and then I offered to take him home, but he just insisted on getting himself a lift and taking care of himself, and we had a really, polite hug, and that's kind of how things ended. I sent a check-in text to let him know that I had a good time before the heavesies. But, he's not really, there's no flirting or extra engagement. It's all very polite.
Well, I would assume that he's very embarrassed. Anyone who's got food poisoning. I mean, I'm assuming that he had food poisoning from the street quiche. It's not your best look.
So why are you
Right?
disappointed in yourself after this? Because the quiche didn't kill him? Or did you want to get to the rest of the countries?
No, because the quiche didn't kill me. It was, I feel a little responsible because I was the one telling him to try some food from my country.
Oh no, your country hurt him.
Your heritage food.
Yeah. I want him to know that he shouldn't feel embarrassed.
Or be afraid of the French.
So when did he get released from the hospital? When's the last time that you talked to him?
It was about a week and a half.
I'm sorry. If I got food poisoning on a first date, I wouldn't be calling the guy back either.
No. All you think about when you think about them is the terrible night you had.
It's like he's not going to eat quiche for at least 20 years, and you're associated with it. So,
well, that's what I thought. But then after he got sick, he kind of opened up to me. So I'm a little confused why we were able to have this authentic, meaningful conversation and then nothing.
Yeah.
All right, Meg. Well, why don't you go grab a plate of quiche? We'll play a song and come back, and we'll call Sergey for you and get your second date, all right?
Thank you.
Okay, hold on. Just joining us for part 2 of the second date, we're on the phone with Meg. She went out with a guy named Sergey and accidentally gave him food poisoning on their date.
She didn't give it to him, but
She took him on a little tour of all the food trucks in their neighborhood, and she forced him to eat some street quiche.
Didn't force him.
Asked him, whatever, which made him open up, just maybe not in the way she hoped, because he became violently ill, and she had to bring him to urgent care, and once they released him, he has not reached out to her for another date. So, Meg, we're going to try our best to figure out what's going on with Sergey.
Thanks, you guys. I really hope street quiche didn't just ruin everything.
Well, it did ruin a lot of things. Yeah, probably his pants. But I just think he's embarrassed. I think if we can get through that piece for him, then it seems like a pretty easy second date situation.
Man, I sure hope so. I liked him a lot.
All right, Meg. Well, let's call Sergey and find out why he's ghosting you. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Sergey, please?
This is Sergey.
Hey, Sergey. This is young Jeffrey. Do you have a minute to chat with us?
I'm sorry, who is this?
It's young Jeffrey. Are you familiar with us at all?
Hey, hi guys.
So yes, you listen, or yes, you're cool that we're calling you.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little confused by all this. Why are you calling me?
It's a good question.
Yeah, great question.
Well, we're doing something called a second date, where we ask people who have gone out on a date recently why they're not calling the other person back. So you recently took out a woman named Meg, and she told us a little bit about what happened. Yeah, she feels bad about it, and she's really hoping to get another chance with you. She just wants to know what the reason is, why you're not getting a hold of her.
Okay.
And for the record, she feels terrible about the street quiche situation. We heard about that.
Yeah.
She told you about that?
Yes.
I mean, if you're going to describe the date, it's a pretty big moment. Like, that would be the highlight, right?
Yeah.
So you think me vomiting everywhere was a highlight of the date?
Okay, bad low light. I mean, just a definitely spotlight.
A memorable
of the moment
from the date.
Important.
I see.
Are you embarrassed? Is that why you're not calling her back?
No, I mean, I had a good time. You know, she's very nice.
Even with all that, you had a good time.
Before that,
Yeah.
that part wasn't real fun, but yeah, no, she's great. She's very nice.
She's great. Okay. Did you guys have chemistry?
Yeah, we had fun. We chatted, had a bunch of food. You heard about the quiche fiasco, so yeah, she was nice to hang out with.
I don't understand.
So why aren't you calling this great, nice, fun girl to hang out with?
Bottom line, she just deserves, someone better than me. I can't be honest about my past.
Whoa.
I haven't been dating for a while, and I was thinking I should get back into it or something, but she'd be much better off with somebody, than me.
That could handle their quiche.
No, that's terrible. Like, what do you mean? She really liked you a lot. Like, what could be so terrible in your past that makes you undateable for her?
I just think I shouldn't be dating. She deserves a guy that can just be wide open about everything, and
What can't you be open about with her? Did you get in trouble with the law or something?
Oh, I was thinking divorce.
No, it's not. It's not divorce. I don't think if she found out, I just don't think she could accept me. It's not a common kind of thing like that. So I keep saying it, but I think I just should not be dating right now, and especially with her, because she's great, and she took care of me when I was sick and all that kind of stuff. So she's really got that sweetness in her, and I am just
a terrible person.
Aww.
Well,
What?
in the past, yes. I mean, but it just not now.
Did you commit a crime or something? Like, you're painting yourself as a very negative person.
And you sound lovely.
Yeah.
Like, I would go have a beer with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
no
I'm a terrible
Just
judge of character. Yeah, no quiche. Like, I don't think you're giving yourself a shot, man. You can't decide for other people what they can and they can't handle.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily need to lay stuff on others. I mean, there's a level, and mine's pretty excessive. So it just.
So yeah, just quit. Good idea.
So, okay. So whatever you did in your past is so bad that you think you deserve to never have love and be single the rest of your life. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I've been struggling with, the whole dating somebody.
What?
Meg was my first date, and she was great. And I just, it's kind of like either you hurt yourself, sports injury, let's step back on the field, but you're like, oh my gosh, no, I'm not ready at all. This is still very painful kind of thing. So I just.
Okay.
I don't think I need to drag her in.
Well, Sergey, how about this? Why don't we let Meg decide whether it's worth going out with you again? Because she's obviously interested. Maybe she should be the one that gets the final decision. Meg, don't you want to say in this?
Yeah, I mean, hi, Sergey.
Meg?
Yeah. So here's the thing, Sergey. Meg has been secretly listening on the other line to everything that you've been saying.
Why didn't you guys tell me she was listening?
I mean, hey, listen,
She heard all of that?
Yeah, I'm just glad you're doing okay, Sergey. Listen, I had a nice time, and I thought we had a connection, and people make mistakes, People have bad credit, people have criminal records, that's the past, but, it's weird to just disappear.
I don't even think you'll understand. Everything that everyone's naming is just so light compared to this. I don't think you would accept me into this. It's just...
I mean, you don't need to go into details, but try me.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'm warning you, you're not going to like me after this, okay?
Oh, my God.
I can't go into a lot of detail, but a while back, I worked for some very bad people. You would know them as the cartel.
What? No way. He's like Narcos?
Wait, you were in... Okay, continue. Sorry, continue. Yeah. Cartel. Got it.
See, that's what I'm saying. You guys are saying bad credit, all that. No, and I did, more than just selling drugs. If I hadn't escaped, I'd be dead. Like, it just...
Escaped?
Yeah.
Are you being